Stop waiting for a perfect moment to be happy. Choose joy now, in this moment, with all its imperfections. You are not in competition with anyone. There is no race, no finish line you must reach before others. Your journey is uniquely yours. Walk at your own pace. Trust in divine timing. Your dreams were placed in your heart for a reason. Do not let fear convince you that they are impossible. The universe conspires in your favor when you take steps toward what sets your soul on fire. Do not let the world dull your light. You are meant to shine, to inspire, to bring beauty and warmth to those around you. Do not shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Stand tall in your truth. Love will find you again. It may not look like what you expected, but it will be exactly what your soul needs. Keep your heart open. Do not let past pain close doors that were meant to stay open. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. Release the burden of resentment. Free yourself from the weight of what has been. In forgiveness you find peace. You do not have to walk this path alone. There are souls who love you, who see you, who cherish you. Allow yourself to be held, to be supported, to be loved. You are worthy of connection. Your intuition is a gift. Listen to it. It will never lead you astray. The answers you seek are already within you. Trust yourself. Even in your darkest moments, there is light within you. Even when you feel lost, you are on your way. Keep going. You are closer than you think. Rest when you need to. You do not have to prove your worth through exhaustion. Your value is not measured by how much you produce. You are enough, simply because you exist. Let go of what no longer serves you. You are allowed to change. My dear child, you have walked through fire, and yet you still stand. Do you see the strength in that? Do you recognize the power within you? You are not weak. You are not broken. You are the embodiment of resilience, a light that refuses to be extinguished, no matter how strong the wind blows. Angel says, stop looking outside yourself for validation. The world will always have opinions, but none of them define you. You are already whole. You are already worthy. Stand in the truth of who you are, and let no one diminish your light. There have been moments when you questioned your place in this world, when you felt unseen, unheard. But hear this now, you are known. You are held. Even in your quietest moments, even when you feel invisible, you are surrounded by love. The universe has never lost sight of you. Angel says, trust in your journey, even when you do not understand it. The stars do not question why they shine. The river does not ask why it flows. They simply follow their path, knowing they are part of something greater. So too must you trust that your life is unfolding exactly as it should. You carry so much in your heart, memories, wounds, hopes, fears. Do not be afraid to release what no longer serves you. Let go of the burdens that weigh you down. You are not meant to walk through life carrying the weight of things you cannot change. Angel says, breathe. In this moment you are alive. In this breath, you are here. Do not rush through life so quickly that you forget to feel it. Slow down. Be present. There is beauty even in the smallest moments. The past has shaped you, but it does not define you. You are not the mistakes you have made. You are not the pain you have endured. You are the love that still exists within you. You are the hope that still rises after every fall. Angel says, stop waiting for the perfect moment to begin. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. Do not let fear keep you from stepping forward. Even the smallest step is still progress. You are made for more than survival. You are made to thrive, to love, to dream, to create. Do not settle for merely existing. You are here to experience the fullness of life. Angel says, open your heart. Not just to love, but to possibility, to joy, to the unknown. The world has so much to offer, but you must be willing to receive it. Trust that you are worthy of good things. You may not see it now, but there is something incredible waiting for you. Keep moving forward. even when the road is unclear. Angel says, stop carrying what is not yours to bear. You are not responsible for fixing everything, for holding everything together. Lay down the weight that does not belong to you. Your heart is capable of great things. Love without fear. Dream without limits. Live without apology. You are here to shine. Do not dim your light for anyone. Angel says, walk forward with faith. The road ahead may not be easy, but you are not alone. You are being guided. You are being protected. Keep going. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in truth, and strength. The world needs your light. And no matter what comes, I am with you. Always. My dear child. I understand that life can sometimes feel overwhelming, that the pressures and burdens you carry weigh heavily on your heart and mind. You may feel as though you are walking through life with a heavy load, unsure of how much more you can bear. But I want you to remember, even in your most challenging moments, that you are stronger than you realize. The love that resides within you is unbreakable, and it will carry you through the darkest of times. You have the strength to rise above the struggles you face, and the courage to move forward, even when the way ahead seems unclear. There will be times when you feel as though everything is falling apart, when the pieces of your life seem scattered, and you wonder if you will ever find your way. In those moments, I ask you to remember that things are not always as they seem. Sometimes, what appears to be a setback or a failure is actually an opportunity for growth, for transformation, for realignment. It is in the moments of uncertainty that you learn the most about yourself, about your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to create the life you desire. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel as though you are walking alone, when the world seems cold and unkind, and you wonder if anyone truly understands what you are going through. In those moments of isolation, know this: you are never alone. The love of the universe, the love of those who have walked before you, and the love of the divine are always with you. You are surrounded by unseen forces that offer their protection, their guidance, and their support, even when you cannot see them. When you feel disconnected from others, take a moment to reconnect with yourself. The love that you seek is already within you. You do not need to look outside yourself for validation or approval. The divine light that resides within you is more than enough. When you embrace your true self and live authentically, you align yourself with the highest frequencies of love, peace, and joy, and you will attract those same energies back to you. You are on the right path. Trust the process, for each experience will teach you something invaluable, even if you cannot see it at first. The road you walk is not meant to be easy, nor is it meant to be without obstacles. You are here to experience the full spectrum of life, the joy and the sorrow, the light and the dark, the victories and the challenges. It is through these experiences that your spirit grows, that you learn to embrace all that you are. It is in overcoming the obstacles that you discover the strength within yourself, the resilience that carries you through the toughest of times. My dear child, you may sometimes feel overwhelmed by the world around you, as though the weight of everything is too much to carry. It is okay to feel this way, for you are human and the world is vast. But remember, you do not have to carry everything alone. You are part of a greater whole, a web of life that is interconnected in ways you may not fully understand. When you feel burdened, reach out to others for support, and know that the love you seek is always available to you. You are never alone, no matter how isolated you may feel in a particular moment. Do not be afraid to lean on others when you need to. You do not need to have it all figured out, and you do not need to carry every burden on your own. There is strength in vulnerability, in asking for help, and in sharing your struggles with those who care for you. And when you are the one in a position to help, do so with an open heart, knowing that even the smallest gesture of kindness can make a difference in someone's life. My dear child, remember always that your worth is not determined by what you accomplish or what others think of you. You are worthy simply because you exist, and that existence is a gift to the world. Your value is not measured by the standards of the world, nor by the opinions of others, but by the love and light that you bring to this world. Trust that what is happening now is leading you toward greater understanding, greater love, and greater peace. You are being prepared for something incredible, and every experience is part of your soul's journey. My dear child, I leave you with this: you are enough. You are worthy. You are loved. And no matter what life brings, you are always capable of overcoming it. Keep moving forward with courage and grace, knowing that you are guided every step of the way. You are not alone, and the love that surrounds you will carry you through whatever comes next. Keep believing in yourself, and keep trusting that your journey is unfolding perfectly, one step at a time. You are always enough, and you are always loved. My dear child, there are moments in your life when everything seems to stand still. The world around you moves on, yet you feel stuck, as though you are frozen in time. In those moments, it is easy to lose sight of the beauty of your own journey, to feel as though you are falling behind or that your path has no clear direction. But I want you to remember, my dear child, that life is not a race. It is not a competition or a series of milestones to be achieved. It is a journey, an unfolding process, and each moment, whether slow or fast, is part of your unique experience. Do not measure your worth by the pace of your journey or the accomplishments of others. Your path is your own, and it unfolds in its own perfect time. Every step, no matter how small it may seem, is leading you exactly where you need to go. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, growth is occurring beneath the surface. Trust that you are always moving forward, even when you cannot see the progress. Every experience, every challenge, is shaping you, helping you become more of who you truly are meant to be. My dear child, it is easy to become discouraged when the world around you seems to move at a fast pace, and it feels as though you are not keeping up. But I want you to know that you are exactly where you need to be. There is no need to rush or to compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path is unique, and it is unfolding in the way that is perfect for you. Trust in your own process, and know that you are exactly where you need to be at this moment. In times of doubt, when you feel unsure of the direction you are headed, take a deep breath and remember that it is okay to not have all the answers. The answers will come when you are ready for them. Life is not about having everything figured out at once. It is about living each moment fully, trusting that every experience, every step you take, is part of your greater purpose. Keep moving forward with faith. My dear child, the path you walk is not always easy, and I know there are times when you question the direction you are headed. There are moments when you may wonder if you are making the right decisions, if you are on the right path, or if you are truly living in alignment with your highest purpose. In those times of doubt, I encourage you to take a step back and trust the process of your life. Even when you cannot see the way forward, trust that you are being guided every step of the way. It is natural to question the choices you make, but remember that every experience, every choice, is part of the unfolding of your soul's journey. There is no perfect way to live, and there is no wrong path. Each choice you make is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to evolve into the person you are meant to be. Trust that you are always exactly where you need to be, and that every step, no matter how small, is leading you to the life you are destined to live. My dear child, I know that at times you may feel as though the weight of your past is holding you back, as though the mistakes you have made or the regrets you carry are preventing you from moving forward. But I want you to understand that your past does not define you. Your past is simply a series of lessons, experiences that have shaped who you are today. It is not something to be ashamed of or to dwell on. What matters is not what has happened, but how you move forward from this point onward. Your past may have left scars, but it has also given you wisdom. It has taught you valuable lessons, and it has made you who you are today. You are not the mistakes you have made. You are not the pain you have endured. You are a beautiful, unique soul on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Allow yourself to let go of the weight of the past and embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Your future is not defined by your past, and you are free to create the life you desire, one step at a time. My dear child, I ask that you be gentle with yourself, especially when you make mistakes. In a world that often demands perfection, it is easy to be hard on yourself when you fall short of expectations. But I want you to know that you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. You are human, and it is okay to make mistakes, to stumble, and to learn along the way. Life is not about perfection. It is about growth, learning, and being true to yourself. When you make mistakes, treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Recognize that every mistake is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to become better. Be patient with yourself as you navigate the journey of life. You are doing your best, and that is all that matters. Even in the quiet moments, when you think no one is looking, the love you share and the kindness you give are never unnoticed. Your light shines far brighter than you may realize. You are an integral part of this world, and your presence has an impact, even if it is not immediately apparent. Every act of kindness, every moment of love, every time you choose to show up authentically, you are contributing to the healing and growth of the world. You do not need to measure your worth by the recognition or praise you receive. The love and light that you give to the world ripple out far beyond what you can see. Trust that you are making a difference, and know that your light is needed in this world, just as it is. My dear child, I understand that sometimes life can feel like a series of obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. It is easy to feel defeated when the challenges seem too great, when the weight of your responsibilities feels too heavy. But I want to remind you that you are stronger than you realize. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity for growth, for learning, and for becoming more of the person you are meant to be. You are never alone in your struggles. The divine is always with you, offering love, guidance, and strength. When you feel like you cannot go on, remember that you are being held, and you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. The challenges may be difficult, but they are temporary. You have already proven to yourself time and time again that you can rise above adversity. Trust in your strength, trust in the divine support that surrounds you, and keep moving forward with faith. My dear child, sometimes you may feel like you are not moving fast enough, that the changes you wish to see in your life are not coming quickly enough. Your life is yours to create, and you have the strength, wisdom, and courage to do so. Trust in the unfolding of your journey, and know that it is perfect just as it is. My dear child, there are moments when doubt may creep in, when you question whether the path you are on is the right one, or whether you are truly capable of achieving your dreams. I want to tell you that doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it is not something you need to fear or be consumed by. Doubt does not define you, your actions do. It is okay to question, to wonder, and to take time to reflect. The most important thing is that you keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps may seem. The dreams and desires in your heart are there for a reason. They are not accidents. They are a reflection of your soul's deepest calling. You are meant to fulfill them, but fulfillment does not come from pushing or forcing. It comes from trusting the process, from taking inspired action, and from surrendering to the journey. You may not see the path ahead clearly, and that's okay. All you need to do is take the next step in faith. The universe will meet you where you are, and it will guide you to where you need to go. My dear child, when life presents you with challenges, it can be easy to feel like you are failing, to feel as though you are not living up to your potential. But I want you to understand that challenges are not failures. They are simply opportunities for growth and learning. Each obstacle you face, whether large or small, is an opportunity to discover new strengths, to build resilience, and to learn more about who you are. It is in the moments of hardship that we often find our greatest lessons. When things don't go as planned, when we face setbacks, we are being asked to dig deep into our inner resources and find the strength to continue. You are stronger than you think. You are allowed to choose a new path. Do not fear the unknown, embrace it. Every breath is a new beginning. You are not bound by your past. You are free to create a future filled with love, joy, and endless possibility. Rise, my dear child. The world needs your light. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep shining. My dear child, I see the struggles you face, the weight you carry, and the moments when you feel as though life is pulling you in many directions, leaving you uncertain of which way to turn. In these times, it is important to pause, breathe, and remember that you are exactly where you need to be. Life will never be without challenges, but with every challenge comes an opportunity for growth, for change, and for deepening your understanding of yourself and the world around you. I want you to know that you are not alone in your journey. Every step you take, even when it feels difficult, is part of a greater plan that is unfolding for you. You may not always see the way ahead, but trust that you are being guided by a force greater than yourself. The universe, the divine, and your higher self are always with you, offering you love, wisdom, and support, even when you feel as though you are standing alone in the dark. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is leading you closer to your true path, and everything you are experiencing is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. My dear child, in the quiet moments, when you find yourself reflecting on the past, it is natural to feel sadness or regret. Perhaps there are choices you wish you had made differently, or things you wish you had said or done. I want you to remind yourself that you are not defined by your past. My dear child, when you face challenges, when life doesn't seem to be going the way you had planned, it's easy to get discouraged. But I want you to understand that challenges are not there to break you. They are there to shape you. They are opportunities for growth, learning, and becoming more aligned with your true self. Every challenge you face is an invitation to deepen your understanding of who you are and to become more resilient, more compassionate, and more wise. You may not see the lessons in the midst of the storm, but I promise you that there is wisdom to be found in every experience. Even in the hardest moments, when it feels like the world is against you, trust that you are being guided, supported, and prepared for something greater. The storm will pass, and when it does, you will emerge stronger and more capable than before. You have the strength to overcome anything that comes your way, and the love that surrounds you will help guide you through. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel like you are not making progress, when it feels like you are standing still or going in circles. It's easy to become frustrated when you do not see immediate results from your efforts. But I want to remind you that growth is not always linear. Sometimes the most important work is happening beneath the surface, where you cannot see it. Just as a seed grows into a tree in silence before it bursts through the soil, so too are you growing and evolving in ways that are not always visible. Trust that even in times of stillness, even when you cannot see the progress you are making, you are still moving forward. You are still growing, still learning, and still becoming. The process may be slow, but that does not mean it is not valuable. Every step you take is an important part of your journey, and the divine timing of your life is always perfect. Trust that you are moving exactly as you need to be, even when it feels like things are not happening fast enough. My dear child, I understand that there are times when you feel exhausted, when it seems like you are giving more than you have to give. In these moments, it is important to remember that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You must take time to care for yourself, to nurture your own soul, and to refill your energy. Self-care is not selfish. It is necessary for your well-being. When you take time to rest, to recharge, and to reconnect with your own needs, you are better able to show up for others and for the world. Do not neglect yourself in the pursuit of helping others. You are deserving of love, care, and rest. Take time to listen to your body, to your mind, and to your soul. When you take care of yourself, you create the space to heal, to grow, and to give more freely to the world. You are not your wounds. You are so much more. Breathe, my child. Breathe and remember, you are love, you are light, you are infinite. You are exactly where you need to be. And no matter where your journey leads, I am with you. Always. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel as though the world is too much to bear, when you struggle to find your place in the vast expanse of existence. I see your moments of doubt, your questioning of your purpose, and your search for meaning. But I want you to remember this: you are not here by accident. You are not a mere fleeting presence in this world. You are a vital part of the great cosmic dance, and every part of you is meaningful. In the moments when you feel lost, when the path ahead is obscured by the fog of uncertainty, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Your journey is unfolding in perfect harmony with a greater design, even when it feels like nothing is making sense. Trust in the process, for each step, no matter how small, is part of your growth. Every moment is an opportunity for learning, for growth, and for transformation. My dear child, you may not always understand the challenges that come your way, and at times, the burden may feel unbearable. But I ask that you trust that these trials are not in vain. They are the moments in which your spirit is refined, in which your soul is being prepared for the next chapter of your journey. The lessons you learn through hardship are the ones that will shape you into the person you are destined to become. There is wisdom in your struggles, and strength in your perseverance. Remember, too, that you are never meant to face these challenges alone. The angels, the divine forces, and I are always with you, offering guidance, support, and love. Even in your darkest moments, know that you are surrounded by a presence that is here to uplift you. You may not always see it with your eyes, but trust that it is there, offering you comfort and protection. My dear child, it is natural to seek approval. The world may sometimes try to make you feel small, to make you question your value. But I want you to remember this truth: you are enough. Always have been. Always will be. You are a part of the whole, an integral piece of the greater puzzle that is creation. There is no one else like you, and that is your gift to the world. The love you share, the compassion you show, and the light you offer are irreplaceable. Do not compare yourself to others, for you walk your own path, and it is just as important, just as sacred as anyone else's. Your unique essence brings balance to the world, and there is no need for you to be anyone other than who you are. My dear child, there will be moments when you feel as though you are not moving forward, when it seems as though you are stuck or lost. But I assure you, growth is happening even in the stillness. You do not always need to see the changes in order to know that they are occurring. Just as the seed grows beneath the earth before it emerges into the sunlight, so too are you growing in ways you cannot yet see. Be patient with yourself. Trust that every moment is an opportunity for growth, whether it is visible to you or not. It is easy to become frustrated when the results of your efforts are not immediate, but know that everything happens in divine timing. You are exactly where you need to be, and all things will unfold as they are meant to. Do not rush your journey. Instead, embrace each step, even the ones that seem uncertain, and trust that they are all part of the beautiful unfolding of your life. My dear child, in times of confusion or fear, remember that you are never without support. You are surrounded by love, by guidance, and by the gentle presence of the divine. Even in moments when you feel isolated or alone, know that you are held in the embrace of something far greater than yourself. The angels are with you, watching over you, offering their wisdom and protection. And I, too, am always with you, never far, always near, waiting for you to reach out in prayer, in stillness, or in love. When you feel lost or uncertain, turn inward. The answers you seek are not outside of you. They are within. The quiet space within your heart is where the divine speaks. The universe is always with you, supporting you, guiding you. You do not have to face your struggles on your own. Reach out for help when you need it, and lean on the love and support that is always available to you. There is no shame in asking for help, and you do not need to carry the weight of the world by yourself. The divine is always by your side, as are those who care for you. Do not be afraid to lean on others, and do not hesitate to offer your hand to someone else when they need support. We are all interconnected, and by giving and receiving support, we create a circle of love and compassion that heals and strengthens us all. My dear child, as you walk your path, it is important to remember that you are constantly evolving. You may feel as though you are stuck at times, that you are not moving forward fast enough, but trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. The process of growth is not always visible, and sometimes the most profound shifts happen beneath the surface, where you cannot see them. Trust that the work you are doing on yourself, the healing, the learning, and the growth, is unfolding in perfect timing. You are always moving forward, even when you cannot see it. I encourage you to have patience with yourself. You do not need to have everything figured out today. Life is not about rushing to an end point. It is about the journey, the lessons you learn, and the person you become along the way. Trust that, no matter where you are exactly where you need to be in this moment, and the next step will reveal itself to you when the time is right. There is no need to force anything or to rush the process. Trust that everything will unfold in its perfect time. My dear child, I know that fear can sometimes grip your heart and mind. It can feel like a shadow that follows you, always there, always lurking. Fear is a natural part of the human experience, but it is important to remember that fear does not have to control you. Fear is simply an energy that arises when you are stepping into the unknown, when you are moving beyond what is familiar and comfortable. It is a sign that you are growing, that you are stretching, that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. When fear arises, do not fight it. Instead, acknowledge it and move through it. Know that you are more powerful than your fear. Fear only has power over you when you allow it to. The moment you choose to move forward despite your fear, it loses its grip on you. Take one small step at a time, and with each step, you will find your courage growing stronger. Trust that the divine is with you, guiding you, and supporting you every step of the way. Do not carry burdens that no longer belong to you. You are not small. You are not insignificant. You are vast, limitless, connected to all things. The same force that moves the stars moves through you. And let it carry you forward. My dear child, you are more than you believe. You are more than the doubts in your mind, more than the struggles you face. You are light, you are love, you are infinite. And no matter where your journey takes you, I am with you. Always. My dear child, I see the burdens that you carry, the weight of your fears, and the doubts that cloud your heart. I know that at times, you may feel as though the world is too heavy, that the challenges you face are insurmountable. But I tell you now, you are stronger than you realize. Do not let the expectations of others dictate your sense of worth. You are here to create your own definition of success, one that aligns with your truth and your heart. Success is not about meeting a certain standard or achieving a particular milestone. It is about finding fulfillment in the journey, in the moments of growth, and in the love you share with others. You are not here to please anyone else. You are here to be the best version of yourself, and that version is already more than enough. Embrace your journey, no matter how unconventional it may seem, and know that it is exactly what you need to become who you are meant to be. My dear child, when life feels difficult, when challenges seem insurmountable, I want you to remember this. You have already overcome so much. The strength you have shown in times of hardship, the resilience you have demonstrated, and the courage you have exhibited all speak to your incredible capacity to endure and grow. You are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. Your journey is full of potential, and every obstacle you face is simply another opportunity to learn, grow, and step into your power. Do not let temporary setbacks make you doubt your strength. You have the ability to rise above any challenge. Every difficulty you face is helping to shape you, to prepare you for what is to come. You are stronger than you think, and you are always moving forward, even when it feels like you're stuck. Trust in your own resilience, and trust in the divine support that is always with you. You will rise from every challenge stronger, wiser, and more capable of creating the life you desire. My dear child, I want to leave you with this. You are enough. You are worthy. You are loved beyond measure, and you have everything you need within you to navigate the challenges of life. Trust yourself, trust the process, and know that the divine is always with you, guiding you every step of the way. No matter what happens, remember that you are more than capable of handling it. You are never alone, and you are always supported. Keep moving forward with faith, with love, and with the knowledge that you are exactly where you need to be. You are enough, and you always will be. My dear child, even in the quiet moments when doubt lingers in your heart, know that you are never truly alone. The whispers of the universe guide you, gently nudging you toward the path meant for you. Do not be afraid of the unknown. It is simply the space where miracles unfold. You are learning, growing, evolving. Every experience, even those that feel like setbacks, are shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Trust that nothing is wasted. Even the hardest days carry lessons that will one day become your strength. There is magic in surrender. You do not have to control every outcome, nor do you need to have all the answers. Release the need to force things into place. The river does not struggle against the current. It flows effortlessly, trusting that it will reach the ocean in time. Be like the river. Let go. Let life unfold. Do not fear change. It is a sign that you are alive, that you are growing. The caterpillar does not mourn its cocoon. It embraces transformation, knowing that on the other side, wings await. You too are becoming something beautiful. Your heart was made to feel deeply. Do not harden it to protect yourself from pain. Love is worth the risk. Even when it has hurt you before, even when it has left scars, it has also brought light, joy, and meaning. Keep your heart open, even when the world tells you to close it. Trust that there is always a greater plan unfolding, one that is leading you to where you need to be. You do not need to have all the answers, for life is not a puzzle to be solved, but a journey to be experienced. Trust in the flow of life. Trust in the rhythm of the universe. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. Life is a dance, and you are a part of it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Allow them to come in their own time, for there is wisdom in waiting, in trusting, and in letting go of control. My dear child, you are not here to prove anything to anyone. Your worth is not determined by the achievements you attain or the recognition you receive. Your worth is inherent, woven into the very fabric of your being. You are worthy simply because you exist, and you are loved simply because you are. In the grand tapestry of life, your presence is essential, and the love you carry within you has the power to touch and heal the world. Do not seek validation from others, for you are already validated by the divine. The love you seek is not something to be earned, but something to be embraced within yourself. You are already enough, just as you are. The more you come to understand this truth, the more peace you will find within. When you are at peace with who you are, the world around you will reflect that peace. My dear child, I ask that you forgive yourself for the times when you feel you have fallen short. You are not defined by your mistakes, nor are you bound by your past. Every moment is an opportunity to begin anew, to make different choices, and to step into the fullness of your being. The past does not dictate your future. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today, by the love you give, and by the compassion you show. In every moment, you have the power to choose how you respond to the world. Do not let the past dictate how you feel about yourself now. You are always evolving, always growing, and every choice you make brings you closer to the truth of who you are. Be kind to yourself, as you would be kind to another who is on a journey of self-discovery. The road is long, but every step you take brings you closer to the light. You are enough, just as you are, and there is nothing you need to prove. When the world makes you feel small or insignificant, remember that you are a unique and irreplaceable being, created for a purpose that only you can fulfill. There is no one else like you, and your presence on this earth is meaning. You may not always see the impact you have on those around you, but trust that your light shines brighter than you know, and that every act of kindness, every moment of love, ripples out and touches lives in ways that go beyond your comprehension. My dear child, there may be times when you doubt your path, when you wonder if you are truly on the right course. But I assure you, there is no right or wrong path, there is only your path. You are exactly where you need to be at this moment, and each choice you make is an opportunity to align more fully with the truth of who you are. The journey may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. The challenges you face are not obstacles, but stepping stones, helping you grow and evolve into the person you are meant to become. Trust the journey and trust yourself. You have everything within you to navigate whatever comes your way. Your intuition, your inner wisdom, and your heart will always guide you if you take the time to listen. You do not need to have all the answers, but you need to trust that you are capable of finding your way, step by step. Be patient with yourself, and know that the answers you seek will come to you when you are ready for them. My dear child, you may often feel as though the world moves too fast, as though everything is happening all at once, and you cannot keep up. The pace of life can be overwhelming, and in those moments, it is important to take a step back and breathe. Slow down and reconnect with yourself. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Be patient with yourself. Your heart is knowing sorrow, and yet it still beats. Your soul has faced storms, and yet it still shines. That is your strength. That is your resilience. You are not as fragile as you believe. Angel says, breathe. Right now, in this moment, you are safe. You do not need to worry about tomorrow. You do not need to fix everything all at once. Just breathe. You are not made for a life of fear. Fear will tell you to shrink, to hide, to stay small. But you are created to rise, to love, to dream. Do not let fear be the voice you listen to. Angel says, forgive. Not for them, but for you. Do not let anger be the chain that binds you to pain. Release it. Set yourself free. Love is waiting for you. Joy is waiting for you. You do not have to search for them. They are already within you. Open your heart. Let them in. Angel says, do not compare your journey to another's. The stars do not compete to shine. They simply exist in their own brilliance. You are not meant to be like anyone else. You are meant to be you. Even in your hardest moments, even in your lowest days, you are not abandoned. You are always held in love, always guided, always supported. Angel says, be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself with the same gentleness you offer others. The words you tell yourself shape your reality. Choose them with love. You are strong. You are radiant. You are here for a reason. Walk forward with faith. You are never alone. Angel says, keep going. Even when you are tired, even when you are unsure, my dear child. I know that you have moments of doubt, when you wonder if you are on the right path, or if the dreams in your heart are too big to achieve. It is natural to feel uncertain about the future, especially when the road ahead seems unclear or filled with obstacles. But I want to remind you that every dream, every desire in your heart is there for a reason. The divine placed those dreams within you, and it has already paved the way for them to come to fruition. Trust in the process, even when it feels slow or uncertain. The universe has a way of guiding you toward your dreams in ways you may not fully understand yet. Every challenge, every setback, is simply a lesson that brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. Trust that the divine timing of your life is perfect, and that everything you need will come to you when the time is right. You do not need to force or rush anything. Allow your dreams to unfold naturally, and trust that you are being guided toward the right opportunities at the right time. My dear child, I know there are times when you feel as though the weight of your past is holding you back. Perhaps you have regrets, or there are wounds from the past that are still healing. But I want you to know that you are not your past. Your past is a series of experiences that have shaped you, but they do not define you. You have the power to release what no longer serves you, to forgive yourself and others, and to step into a future that is filled with endless possibilities. Let go of the fear and pain that you may still be holding onto. You are free to create a new chapter in your life, one that is filled with peace, love, and joy. The past does not have to control your future. You are the author of your own story, and you have the power to write a beautiful new chapter, starting right now. There is wisdom and stillness in moments of quiet reflection. In the midst of the chaos, find the space to center yourself and listen to the whispers of your heart. The world will continue to move at its own pace, but you do not need to be swept along by its current. You have the power to create your own rhythm, to set your own pace, and to move in alignment with your own heart. Trust that everything will unfold as it is meant to, and that you do not need to rush through life. Life is not a race. It is a journey to be savored, a journey to be experienced fully and with presence. My dear child, in moments of uncertainty or fear, remember that fear is not something to be avoided, but something to be embraced. Fear is a natural part of the human experience, a reminder that you are alive, that you are growing, and that you are pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. Fear is not something to be feared. It is a sign that you are on the verge of something new, something transformative. When you face your fears, when you move through them with courage and grace, you discover a strength within yourself that you may never have known existed. Fear loses its power when you acknowledge it, understand it, and choose to move through it. Trust in your ability to face whatever challenges arise, and know that with each challenge you overcome, you become more of who you are meant to be. My dear child, I ask that you always treat yourself with kindness and compassion. You are your own greatest ally, and the way you treat yourself sets the tone for how you experience the world. Speak to yourself with love, and be gentle with yourself when you fall short or make mistakes. There is no such thing as perfection, and there is no need to strive for it. What matters most is that you remain true to yourself, and that you continue to grow, evolve, and learn from every experience. Be patient with yourself, my dear child. You may sometimes feel disconnected from your true self, as though the noise of the world or the opinions of others are drowning out the voice of your heart. In these moments, I encourage you to pause and take a deep breath. Close your eyes and connect with your inner wisdom. The answers you seek are already within you. You do not need to look outside of yourself for validation or direction. When you listen to your heart and trust your intuition, you will always find the way forward. You have everything you need within you to navigate this life with grace and purpose. The wisdom you seek is not somewhere else. It is right here, in the depths of your being. Trust in yourself, trust in your heart, and know that you are always supported by the divine. The love that surrounds you is always guiding you, helping you find your way back to your true self. My dear child, I want to leave you with this. You are worthy of all the love, joy, and peace that life has to offer. You are enough, just as you are. You are not defined by your mistakes, your fears, or your struggles. You are defined by your heart, your love, and your light. You are a divine being, and your life is a sacred journey. Every step you take is important, and every moment is an opportunity to become more aligned with your truth. No matter what happens, remember that you are always loved, always supported, and always guided. You are exactly where you need to be, and you are always moving toward your highest good. Trust the process, trust in yourself, and trust in the divine timing of your life. You are enough, always. My dear child, you are more powerful than you realize. The strength within you is not measured by what the world sees, but by the silent battles you have fought and won. Every tear you have shed, every hardship you have endured, has not been in vain. They have forged you into something unbreakable. Angel says, you do not need permission to be yourself. You do not need to fit into expectations that were never meant for you. Stand in your truth. Be unapologetically who you are. The world will try to make you doubt your worth. It will whisper that you are not enough, that you must be more, do more, achieve more. Do not listen. Your worth is not something that can be measured, for it is infinite. You are enough from the moment you took your first breath. Angel says, do not fear change. Growth is never comfortable, but it is necessary. You are not meant to stay the same. You are meant to evolve, to rise, to become. There will be days when the weight of the world feels too heavy. Days when you question your path, your purpose, your very existence. Even in your quietest moments, even in your deepest struggles, you are seen, you are known, you are loved beyond measure. Nothing can separate you from that love. Angel says, do not wait for the perfect moment to begin. The moment is now. The life you seek is not in some distant place. It is unfolding in this very breath, in this very heartbeat. Live now. Rise, my child. Rise in love, rise in light, rise in truth. You are never meant to stay in the shadows. You are made to shine. And no matter where the journey takes you, I walk beside you. Always. My dear child, I know that at times you feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, as if the burdens you carry are too great to bear. You may question why things are the way they are, why you must endure such trials, and why the path ahead seems uncertain. But I want you to understand that every challenge, every moment of struggle, is not a punishment, but a part of your growth. Life, in its vastness, is designed to bring you to greater understanding, deeper compassion, and more profound wisdom. In these moments of difficulty, I ask that you do not lose faith. It is through the challenges that you discover the depths of your strength, the resilience that lies hidden within you. You are capable of overcoming any obstacle, for you are made of the same essence that breathes life into all things. Your spirit is eternal, and no matter how hard the road may seem, you have within you the power to persevere and emerge stronger than before. My dear child, there is no need to fear the unknown, for you are always guided by the divine forces that surround you. Every step you take is illuminated by a light that is far greater than the one you see with your eyes. When you feel uncertain or lost, silence the noise of the world and listen. I am speaking to you. Angel says, trust the timing of your life. Do not rush the unfolding of your path. Everything comes in its own time, in its own way. The seed does not bloom the moment it is planted, nor does the river carve its way overnight. Be patient with yourself. Trust in the process. There is beauty in your journey, even in the moments that feel uncertain. The universe moves in perfect harmony, and you are part of its sacred design. Every experience, every challenge, every joy is shaping you into who you are meant to be. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is without purpose. Angel says, release the need for control. You cannot hold the wind in your hands, nor can you force the ocean to be still. Life moves as it must, and your power lies in how you choose to move with it. Flow with grace, and you will find peace. You are stronger than you know. The storms you have faced did not break you, they shaped you. The trials you have endured were not punishments, but lessons. You have risen time and time again, and you will rise once more. Do not doubt your resilience. Do not doubt your light. Angel says, speak words of kindness to yourself and to others. Words are not just sound, they are energy, creation power. What you speak shapes the world around you. Speak love, and love will return to you. Speak hope, and hope will grow. The world may seem chaotic, filled with noise and uncertainty, but beneath it all, there is a rhythm, a pattern, a divine order. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Even when you do not understand, even when the path is unclear, trust. You are being guided. Angel says, let go of resentment. It serves no purpose but to weigh you down. Forgiveness is not for others, it is for you. To forgive is to free yourself from the chains of the past.